This is the bracket for top 8. This is interesting, right? Because between Aaron, NBNHMR, and Tempest, they all did very, very well at Frosty, right? The Noon Stern Apologyman, the loser side, Tempest Dende up there, Hotashi Stealthy. I don't know if Hotashi played any Nago this weekend. This is Dende's first offline tournament. Dende played pretty well, I think, overall in this tournament. The Noobster, NBNHMR. This is Socal NorCal. This tournament happened in San Jose, NorCal. So it's mostly players from the West Coast that are out there. Some people, like Tempest, for instance, was in town for Arc World Tour, which is in Southern California. So I think Tempest just stayed to go to this tournament, basically. I think that's what happened.
We're gonna see what's here with the round start.
Yeah, round start is very interesting in this matchup. I'm sure many of you know Nago's round start is incredible, but Happy Chaos is a character who actually has pretty credible round start options against Nago compared to most of the cast, which is actually, you know, very rare. Not that many characters on round start just like fight Nago and they're like, what's good? No concentration, by the way, right there. So notice the interaction, wall slump rather, and then is off concentration, off bullets. So instead of doing normal concentrate reload, does concentrate reload clone? Because you can't really like go in for close slash gun flip, close slash gun flip. Like you don't have all this stuff, right? So that's why we see the mash out there from NBNHMR. And that's a punish on the steady aim. Double Fukyo. Super. Oh, no super. Close slash moment. Nice. That mix-up is cheap. That shit is cheap. On this string, what happens is when you block far slash, most people try to IB the second and third hits, and then you can fast cancel before the second hit hits and get the command grab. That mix-up is tough.
Prediction only slightly off, but still able to take the round here.
If you see the RC though, you can try reaction jumping, but obviously easier said than done. Yeah, NBNHMR took the hit on purpose there, by the way. You see like right here, gets wall slump, just backdash, you get hit airborne. This doesn't matter because getting hit airborne means that normally if Aaron doesn't miss it there, you get wall broken, and then after the wall broke, you're reset back to mid screen against Happy Chaos, and you would rather eat the hit and not get wall slump than like try and block the mix up and then get hit and then wall slump again and then die. You know, it's just it's a better choice to just eat the hit. It's pretty good against a few characters. You can do that against like Zato as well. In the corner, get hit by the drills. Oh, 2K2D. Gotta watch. Oh, wow, it dash throw. Wow. Dash walk, dash throw. That was pretty good. Yeah, him not having super is especially important, right? But even with super, honestly, I think it's still better than getting stuck in the corner. Because I would rather get knocked down by Happy Chaos after he wall breaks supers me than be stuck in the corner against him, to be honest. It's still better than being cornered because the corner he gets a really oh you're dead. He gets really simple high low. That's really good. It's definitely better to eat it when he doesn't have bar, but I think it's okay to eat it when he doesn't too. Because what ends up happening is let's say Happy Chaos has meter and he shoots you through the wall. If he has meter anyway, he's just gonna save it and then kill you with the super. So he either kills you with the super later, or he gets the wall break earlier. It's one of the two. 6H, not enough time. Sometimes, depending on the hit there, you do have enough time. I think that was an FD cancel from Aaron here, right? This looks like Happy Chaos is doing something. And then there's an FD cancel. Maybe he was just standing up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, Aaron, nice job getting out of the corner. However,
that's a lot of blood. Yeah, he's popping. Damn, that's why he did the Beyblade. He just did it because he was like, well, I'm gonna pop anyway. Now, it's funny because I talk about this a lot, but Nago is winning here. If he ever blood pops, like he pops Blood Rage, right? And then he lives. This is almost always advantageous for Nago. He's full on resources. It's like he's round start again, and you almost never have round start life. And now he just from full screen does whatever he wants, right? He Fukyos forward. You notice how Aaron jumped? Probably expected clone, I'm guessing, right? Because jump is good against clone there. Then there's the clone, and now you lose the game. Right? Like that is the hardest part about Blood Rage, is if he lives, you probably lost the round. So even though popping is like, it feels bad for Nago as long as he gets hit and the hit matters and he dies. If he doesn't die, then the position after is so incredibly bad for you that you're just like, well, yeah, this round is brutal. Very, very hard for Aaron to win here. And Nubenheimer kept his pressure very safe in the beginning there. Just did 5p tap and then waited and then command grab late and then Aaron, got the job done. Spent some bar. And the combo had to be a little stumpy there because no concentration. Not exactly what he was looking for. Oh, no super. I think super wall break would have been good there.
We have no focus, but we are going to get some bullets back
Okay.
there.
Double concentrate. Oh no, I mean you lost here, right? Yeah.
Against a hungry Nubenheimer.
Essentially, your options for Aaron are so bad here, right? Because Nubenheimer just gets to do meaty command grab and then PRC back, even on a whiff, or even just in this case, PRC into backdash 6-8. It's so bad. That position is so hard to win. Because what happens if Aaron blocks, right? I mean, he gets command grabbed, he RCs, combo dead. If he doesn't block, he backdashes there. And he could PRC and instantly command grab or throw again.
What we can do against Nubenheimer, though.
Yes, sir. The round start is already electing to play those 2K footsies that make Leo just so good. Kicked out of back turn by the fight.
Yeah, what you mentioned, what's it called? What you mentioned about getting wall broken is true, Ventus, that some characters, especially if you don't have good reversals, they get stuck by the super wall break from Happy Chaos, and it's similar to getting slumped again. The benefit, though, is that by getting reset back to mid-screen, sometimes you have a bit more room to wiggle anyway, and you force him off the bar, and if you just stayed in the corner, you're going to get slumped into mix-up into the same kind of thing anyway. It's not that different, but, you know, sometimes you flub. That's what happened to Aaron. This is now really, really hard to win. Every normal chips, which, yeah, basically, because every normal chips, Aaron has to FD everything always, and then when you run out of meter, you lose the round. So you have to win an interaction before you run out of meter, or you lose the game.
And now Nubenheimer is going to go here into set point.
Yeah, Nubenheimer missing that meaty. Unfortunately, going to be put back in the corner for that. However, the back throw incident, putting Aaron.
Oh, a little delay there. Aaron found the 2K because, you know, Nubenheimer's expecting a flash kick. Damn, the berserker slash hit in the front.
Aaron is hungry. See him here with the Ks in order to keep him in
Oh,
place.
2K, 2D, and it beat the Beyblade. That happens a lot. I think 2D is pretty good at that. A lot of lows can hit Beyblade like that, actually, depending on the timing. Ooh, I think I like that burst. Primarily because Nubenheimer was going to get so much blood back if that hit. Yeah. 2D, 2D.
The OTG is going to be coming out from Aaron.
Yep, that is going to be checkmate, but what is not checkmate here is this set. Aaron still has a large hill to climb, and we're going to see if he can do it here in these next couple.
Yeah, no, I mean, Aaron looks so much more comfortable, so much more confident, willing to play patient this time.
I like that. That's one of my favorite things that Tempest and other Leo players, Aaron, everybody does. Oh, the dance. Is when Naga whiffs, they just do dash berserker slash. Because, like, you know, you might as well, right? Like, you take up space and Naga's not going to swing again. This combo always feels so bad to get hit by because you know he's got so much blood back. Wow, front turn warrior? I'm surprised no berserker slash. Oh, damn, Aaron had the 2K and didn't believe. No! A rough one. Happy Chaos is interesting too because, you know, Nubenheimer is really good in that matchup. He wins that matchup a lot. And then Leo is also Aaron's other character, and Leo is not a good matchup. Nago, I think, especially against Nubenheimer. Nubenheimer wins those, right? So he's a dangerous foe. He's hard to beat. Dende, other side. Happy Chaos gamer against Tempest. Tempest stayed in town. I'm pretty sure that was Tempest strat, right? Just like, well, I was in town for Arc Revo. I might as well stay for Slashback, right? I think that's what happened because Tempest was playing games with Apologyman and all the NorCal players all week long. So I'm guessing Tempest basically just went straight to NorCal. It's like, yeah, this is Dende's first offline tournament. I think that's correct. Which, if you're from California, that makes sense to me. Oh, didn't have super and far slash didn't reach. There's not that many other big tournaments to go to out in California.
But it's looking like Tempest is just going to be able to...
Oh, that was cool. That route was meant to be burst safe, right? Jump S, jump P just in case.
It was a lot of JS's, and, you know, that pillar just was going to take...
Maybe this was to be 6S? Could have been.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, that counter hit at the beginning of the round...
Oh, you're a Sajam.
You got to be very careful about that situation. I was just going to mention it. What up, then? There's a gap here that you can DP. Like, shot in a steady aim shot like that. Look at how close this flash kick is to hitting, by the way. Like, man. You do have to be careful if you're doing shot, steady aim shot, and like you're trying to do pressure like that. Character has a reversal. They can sneak in between depending on how you're doing it and what the pressure is you're doing with Happy Chaos. Oh, slump again. Chooses not the wall break. Slump again. Clones out just in case. Double dust, triple dust, quadruple dust. Now you're just getting greedy. And then throws the flash kick. OTG close slash and the 5H.
Wow, that wall slump. That was what?
No one blocks the 4th though. I've never seen anybody block it.
Like, that's so many mix-ups that you have disadvantage on as Leo.
Speaking
of which, it's funny because Happy Cows hit Leo like 7 times there to win the round.
We know you don't have too many defensive options, so we're gonna cover the only ones.
He slumped him and then just hit him that many times, and yeah, and now he lost.
No, well, all of these rounds are dominant, but especially this last
Like, you watch that and you're like, damn, dude. He did 9 dust and like all this shit and everything like that, and then Leo hits you and you're like, well. He truly does look like the best character until that happens to him, right? And then you're like, oh, for sure.
From Dende, and now a nice little setup into the corner.
His defense is bad, you know. It's just what happens. He's not have the best defense. Easy for him to die in tournament to stuff like that, and in general, right? Oh, similar route we saw earlier. I think that was Tempest plan. Scary spot the YRC. He can actually stance cancel that back turn S and then block YRC reverse. So you gotta be careful. I like that. Try to beat the flash kick.
Even though Tempest was able to get out of the corner there, he still hasn't escaped the pressure from Happy Chaos.
Here he is. He's escaped
Oh,
right
punish.
here.
That's an easy peasy kill.
Is what's maybe gonna take it. I mean, Leo does have a lot of guts, but the super does does way too much.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, the other thing, the important thing about Happy Chaos with how he hits you, if he's gonna hit you like, you know, 8 times in the corner like that, he generally tends to build you burst also and meter. So, you know, sometimes when you get hit in the corner over and over like that with Happy Chaos, yeah, it sucks. But you at least get resources to play with on the next round, right? Which is nice. Like, you know, a good example is if Leo does this kind of shit to you, I mean, how much burst did Dende build in this sequence, right? Comparatively. It's like almost none, and now Dende's almost dead. And like 4 hits or whatever, right? You're like, well.
God, Dende showing us that back throws can happen to anyone.
Yeah, that is a nice thing about Happy Chaos. Is Happy Chaos has a lot of ways to bait burst and flash kick built in. Curse and clone cancels are very good for it. But oh, that was hard to block. That was unfortunate. I don't even know. This might have been a backdash attempt. Happy Chaos ran the opposite way and then turned around and got crossed up. That was so weird. That's tough to deal with. Yeah. That's the problem with Roundstar Far Slash from Happy Chaos for sure. Roundstar Far Slash, incredibly good. It's 10 frames, a really good poke, but it has terrible recovery. Oh!
Spade isn't going to get any sort of punish, but it's still going to improvise a good situation here. Here comes the back turn and the front turn.
Sometimes you get away with it.
What's going to take it here? The perfect coming out.
Yeah, that's a big flub. Tempest knows, Dende knows. Hit any button? Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened.
Learn Dende's habits. Even though Dende's been changing them slowly throughout the game, Tempest is still making sure to stay on top of that.
Yeah, it's like one of the things that makes Tempest such a good player is, you know, that ability to just play so fast. And speaking of which, where did Happy Chaos's health go?
Into the void.
Now it's really hard to win here too. I mean, yeah, any of those 2Ks kills, 5K, yeah, that kind of stuff. Any of that kills.
Stop sign here from Leo, and it's going to lead to another perfect in this set. Tempest has to be stopped.
Yeah, if you're Dende after that, I mean, I don't know how you're winning this set. This feels pretty bad, right? Ooh, and the delay. I think that's one of the hardest things to stop from Leo. I don't know if anybody else is the same way, but I think, yeah, Tempest tried to bait the burst there. Oh.
3-0.
I think when Leo goes back turn on you and then does throw like that, I don't think anybody's teching really. Like I don't know. This is no one techs this throw. It's like impossible.
That H was in order to catch.
Right there, that was a burst bait too. That shit is like, yeah. Like how are you supposed to tech the throw? Your natural defense against Leo is like you're FDing the back turn low so that if he dash cancels, he doesn't cross you up. And then you're waiting for overhead, right? Or stomp. Because overhead, you react block, and then he stance cancels, and he's plus. Or stomp, you react backdash, right? And then he just fucking stance cancels, throws you, and you're like, my brain was doing 7 things. Like, you know, your brain is a 16 core processor, and you need 32 to fucking tech the throw, you know what I mean? This matchup's pretty interesting. I think Bridget has naturally a lot of things that Faust can play into that's very useful for him. Like, so to start, he can duck a lot of her normals, which is really nice. He also has some of the best in class anti-air and air-to-air options and like confirms, right? Like he gets good. His anti-air damage is extremely high, and his air-to-airs are really good between jump H, jump 2K, you know, all that kind of stuff is really solid. And Bridget wants to use her grounded normals and her air mobility, and Faust is pretty good about stopping both of those. Her far slash and 5H just go over him in neutral, so she has to use a lot of 2S. One thing about Faust is if your character's main pokes go over where he crouches, you generally have to hit crouching color. Someone in the chat said this is the best Bridget color. Crouching normals. He can jump to K into mix, and it combos on crouch, right? So he makes you swing at him with crouching buttons because otherwise he ducks them. And then when you're hitting crouching buttons, he does jump 2K out of the air, which goes over your crouching buttons, and then combos into hard knockdown, into command grab, strike throw, whatever, right? So like that feels pretty bad. You know, feels pretty bad if you're a character who has to care about what he does, right? If your normals don't get low profile by him, that's what he does right there. No punish though. If your characters normals don't get low profile, then you don't have to think about it. I mean, that's huge. Faust has really good or really bad defense, I think, depending on whether his crouch. Yeah, this great air-to-air that I talked about earlier, jump H, right? I think his defense in every matchup is either really good or really bad, depending on whether you have to care about crouch or not, and whether crouch and crawl goes under your mix-ups, right? So, like, if he can crawl and go under your main stuff, his defense is usually pretty good, right? Usually pretty good. If he can't, it's probably pretty bad, because then he just ends up, you know, getting tagged by everything and he can't do much. IBFD there was pretty good from Supernoon.
We're gonna see a nice little setup here. Air throw coming out here from Supernoon.
Stagger pressure.
Some menacing stagger pressure here from the two.
Looking for jump 2K again, air to air.
Really good air to air.
The other thing is you kind of need to do stuff if you're fighting Faust in neutral, because generally he wins if you don't do anything. If you don't interact with him, he missed the roll. You let Faust just throw items and see that duck right there. This is what I mean. Just like this kind of stuff can really matter against Faust. Like he just ducked under far slash, and this is supposed to be like a close slash, but he FDs jump D and then ducks, and that makes it so that instead of getting close slash, which he can't duck, he low profiles and then punishes and then now reverses pressure. And Supernoon got accidental backdash there, and reverses pressure just by crouching, right? So, you know, pretty unfortunate for your normal pressure just not working because the character hit down back. Right? Oh, probably didn't want Supernoon.
JK is going to come out, and then Supernoon is going to be forced to burst in order to not hold too much of that.
But yeah, that's kind of how Faust is. His defense is either really good or like not like the best or anything, but I think pretty great or really bad depending on whether that matters for him or not, you know?
Is going to put Bridget straight back into the corner.
Little bomb action.
Bomb is in play. Let's see what tennis we're going to play.
Hit the bomb back, which was good, but then got punished during the recovery. What's your plan here? Okay. I was like, you kind of need to like throw or jump, or this bomb's going to hit you, and then he did neither, and the bomb hit him. So I'm like, well, fair enough.
Such a nice 6P there. Into the OTG.
Another bomb. What's that for on the
He burst him into the bomb, maybe?
Again,
No. I kind of like that idea. Apologyman, I think, didn't go for it because expected Supernoon to expect it. Another bomb. Oh, it didn't combo. Was it because of the bomb hit? Is it because the shoot hit that there? It could have been the yo-yo. Oh, it was the yo-yo hitting. Okay, that makes more sense. The yo-yo came back. This should have been a rolled in, probably, instead of a scoot.
Again, has to play some tennis and is
That sucks. You gotta know sometimes, though. In the same way that the yo-yo return can save you, it can also mess you up. Dude, how many bombs is this motherfucker gonna throw?
Check the PS5 series.
Check his controller.
Yeah, that was gonna be a nice juicy confirm. That's like usually best case scenario for Bridget, right? When the yo-yo's behind them and you get counter at 5H, you can just roll and do whatever you want.
Both these sides, even though they looks like they're going in towards each other, are just trying to keep
Nice. Her 6B clashes with that a lot, and I don't think she really has a great cancel from like super far. Like I don't think she can scoot and make a combo. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I like that teleport from Apologyman. I imagine that combo does work, but it also gets him out of the burst no matter what there, right? In the sense that he side swaps and gets out. Pretty smart routing.
Gonna have a bit of a super wall break here.
Nice. I like the throw there. If you guys don't know about Bridget's jump S here, air dash jump S is a safe jump. It can be canceled though, right? Because jump S has Gatling routes into jump H and jump dust. So instead of just hitting jump S into nothing, if you hit jump H like this, it cancels the hit. It cancels the second hit of jump S, and then you get to sneak in a little throw or a low or whatever you want to do there. So instead of doing the double overhead safe jump, you do one hit overhead into the low or throw or whatever. Pretty nice thing to have for this character. Damn, stand tech. Oh, try to combo off the yo-yo, but the timing was not quite right. I think the way it works is the first part should still be a yeah, unfortunate. Not really a good spot to burst there, and also you didn't really have that many other spots after that, probably. Like maybe if Noon hit 5H, you could burst the hurt box of it, but you're still kind of far. The first hit should be a safe jump, the first hit of the jump S, but if Noon cancels and goes for a throw or low, you can like mash or DP or something, depending on which option it is. Because, you know, you create a gap. But the first part should still be a safe jump, so.
Just to take him all the way to the corner.
Goes for the setup instead. Overhead. Chooses to go for... Wow, what a fuzzy jump on Waco. Just super jumped out. Chooses to go for Oki instead of wall break there, which I think is usually the right option if it's not going to kill. Uh-oh. Oh. That was cheap. Getting the burst is so good. You actually get the round now. Mix. Didn't give a bounce there? Is that user error or... Oh my god.
Run up Afro is what is going to take it here on the side of Apologyman, looking to take his second game in what is probably the most close-knit set of the evening so far.
Yeah, scared to jump at Faust like that. His 5K is a really good starter for him. So jump D to ignite. Wow, DP'd right after. Like that. I like that little stagger that Apologyman tried. Well, that was good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Again, the whiff on the far slash, but I like Supernoon just backing up and then rolling in behind the bomb. Like, was just like, I'll use this for my own pressure. Oh, no super. Yeah, mix is a very inconsistent feeling move, I think, right? It like has a lot of issues like that. Meteor is the GOAT.
That is the super coming out from Bridget, and that will be the
nice. Wow, what a pickup
easy combo
from Supernoon to keep himself in this one.
Yeah, no, that super was incredibly smart.
Mix is a very inconsistent move for sure. It has it's not without its faults. It does that a lot. It kind of like falls out of weird scenarios. Yeah, that clash is perfectly fine for Apologyman. A lot of 6Ps in the game just beat that all the time, and you're just chilling. Goes low. 2K 6H, yo-yo toss. Apologyman a little check after. This sucks. Just backdash. They never OS the backdash or that. Out of there. Oh, the hammer reset. It was kind of weird there anyway. I think a pretty good spot to burst. The only way you get baited there is if Noon hard calls it out with what's it called?
And another JP.
2K2D RC or something.
There we go. It's like we'll see the mix here.
Wow, I
Again,
did the same
again,
setup.
Fluffy
Nice.
goes for the air throw.
Something
PRC
to know about this
again
game,
goes.
even on a guard crush or whatever, right? If you block something like this in the air, this applies when you block like guard crush moves from Gold Lewis or whoever, you still have your air action. So air dashing out here was very good, actually.
Coming out, guns are blazing, and then we're gonna see a pretty good pickup. But again, Supernoon coming out here with the burst.
Yeah, if you YRC, if you block YRC, or you do something in the air, you get your air action. Still, I think that IB could have been a throw. That's unfortunate too that the bomb was there because bomb ignites the afro, which is like, yeah, that's
so close. Both sides play for that instead of playing for full HP. However, with this new round, Supernoon might be breaking that pattern. Definitely going to be staying at.
Oh, interesting. I was kind of surprised Noon broke the wall. I guess the confirm was a little weird. Yeah, Meteor ignites afro too.
Going to 50-50s like that and keep your opponent guessing.
Chose to go for the mix-up instead. I feel like Super would have killed maybe. Well,
a rock and a hard place, and the hard place is going to get broken. Here goes Supernoon here, keeping himself alive.
I mean, yeah, that was the first.
Pretty good to have a homing super like that.
So fast. I mean, both of these players are doing such.
There's a gap there. One thing about the yeah, like yo-yo toss and the repressure stuff, and Noon's got to go roll into 2K there to not get ducked, and is not doing it. Maybe just not thinking about it for the matchup. Or 2S or something.
Lock in that last point needed to help him advance and lose out of the bracket.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is such a scary position to be in.
No, damn, Apologyman was swinging. Fuzzy? Good block.
Good block on the Fuzzy. Apologyman's probably going to get about one more opportunity. Love to keep yourself in the air. Incredibly smart.
That should kill.
No. But we're going to see a drop out here from Supernoon.
Man, how many times has Apologyman just taken space on a whiff and then just gone for, what's it called? Run up command grab, goes low. That 5D was going to suck.
Supernoon wants to finish this now.
Yeah, this is so scary. I mean, we see a bit of a hero burst here on the side.
I'm surprised no item toss there from Apologyman while waiting for the whatever it's called too.
We're gonna see a burst there on the side.
Our bomb's pretty good.
No burst on the table, and the yo-yo in the air is what's gonna take it. We're going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, this is
Return of the Killing Machine? No, that super is. I think everybody knows that super is very good. It's a plus on block homing super that she can do in the air.
The match starts, and we
like,
are gonna see the FS coming out.
I mean, think about all those words together and imagine that super being bad. You know what I mean? It seems extremely unlikely.
Apologyman, you know, so far Supernoon is just gonna try and take this momentum and ride it till the wheels fall off. Here comes the trumpet.
Nice 2K. Knowing that was not gonna be meaty, look at him go.
Get some mix.
Yeah, it's plus anyway, but RC is. Mini Faust is a great toss. That is hard to get out of. You can mash or swing there, but Mini Faust is probably gonna hit you after anyway.
Supernoon
Dead.
quite gonna be able to know what side he's Supernoon.
Look at this 2K, bro. Look at this. This shit is like all the 2K is the homie, and you get 5K after. Save the day twice in that round.
Apologyman doing such a good job around these items, like we said at the beginning.
I don't know if this matchup is bad for Bridget, but I think certainly Faust has a lot of stuff that's naturally combative to what you want to do. So I don't know if it's like super hard or that it just naturally feels like you have to change your game plan so much that you're just like, you know, annoyed. Scoot over. Nice. That was good. To avoid the weight. Oh my god. That didn't punish yo-yo top.
I mean, this is such an
oh, and 6P whiff. Oh no.
He's stuck in the corner. He has burst, but I don't.
Oh, and doesn't spend any meter. Had 100 bar.
God, it's going down to the wire.
Man, that sucks. Noon lost that burst because no meter was spent there. Also needs to hit 2S there, I think, too. If you have enough plus turns to make something happen, you kind of have to hit 2S instead of far slash here, right? Because like it just keeps getting ducked. Oh.
The dust. Just the dust, the raw dust. Oh my god, the tap dust is what is gonna take it for Apologyman.
Damn, that's a rough one. Yeah, I wonder why no super in the corner. Like in this position, 2H super, 6H super. Not even a yo-yo set there either. It must have been like, I think maybe Noon expected the wall break or something. 6P dead zone sucks ass. If 6P is gonna have like 32 recovery frames and shit hit above me. Faust 6P is so good though. If there's one thing Faust does not need is better anti-airs. That's probably one of his biggest strengths in this game, actually. His anti-airs are really good. What is that shirt that Hotashi is wearing? I can't tell. That's not a Moist Esports jersey, that's for sure. He has really good anti-airs, but you need to choose the right ones correctly. Sounds good. His 6P is so good because you cannot empty jump it very reliably. It hits really high and really far. And he has 5K, 2S, 2K, jump H, all these other really good options to, like, you know, lock you out of jumping at him that are extremely effective. Wow, that pulled out of the corner. That was messed up. Did you guys see that? This yo-yo here, the pull-in on the yo-yo dragged Stealthy out of the corner so that she could cross up there.
Bomber combos coming out from,
you know, it's funny, before this tournament Hotashi was like, I don't know if I know how to fight Axel, and then look at the top 8 match. Oh, miss. Wow, you just hit close slash there. How does Hotashi always end up playing a character with a good close slash? Is that his, like, his, like, hello?
Misses the super input in. That mistake.
No super. No jump H.
Was that the controller or was that him?
And we don't know. All we know is that we're going here into the next round with Stealthy on top.
I mean, Stealthy has been doing such a good job. You know, he got another one of those as well in the earlier matches. However, Stealthy's stuck in the corner here. Not a position he wants to be in, but he's doing such a good job with that defense.
Yeah, not a position you want to be in, but like you were saying, with that.
Nice, that 2H is great. That's a really useful button in a lot of matchups, but this matchup in particular. Yeah, throw on the.
Here goes that confidence with the throw on the Rock the Baby.
Rock the Baby, which is important because that's like the best natural defense to it. So, you know, if you're ready, it's a good option. 2S, 2H. That galling is super important for this character. You always got to be ready. Oh, side swap sucks. Definitely, Hotashi has like some made-up combos that he does, and sometimes it feels like they just fly and go the wrong way, and weird shit happens. Oh, he dropped the super. He's going through it. Somebody in his chat right now is making him mad. You know that? I just saw it right there. Damn, right to Nago. He's like, I dropped all kind of shit. Fuck it.
He's been wanting to play the Bridget. He was saying earlier he would only bring out the Nago when he hit top 8 or was playing against Newmanheimer. We'll see how the Nago can fare for him here.
We're back. I can already feel the difference. He's popping.
And even here, just 10 seconds into the round, we're already seeing a drastic difference in the a drastic difference in the here from Hotashi on the Nago with an incredibly quick round. Wow. We are just speechless up here in the booth.
The chat was so bad. There's no moderation. There's a lot of chats with no moderation on Twitch. Oh, it went the wrong way. Good IBFD. Make that mix up not really matter at all. Wow, he got pissed. Man, he is pissed. You see how he's playing? You know why he's pissed? Because he did 6K, which is negative on block, and then tried to hit 5K after, and then Axel low profiled it, and then hit close slash.
That is the burst coming out from Nago. Nago with such high blood here, though.
A lot of chats just don't have mods, or don't have good mods. Like, or people watching the stream and being like, what's going on? I saw somebody complaining about the Tekken chat this weekend, the main Tekken chat being bad, and I'm not surprised. I think a lot of chats have problems. Damn, he had time to whiff jump H, jump D, like jump H hit, jump D whiffed, and then still 5P.
All times. I mean, we're just seeing incredible play here from both sides. But
I think Hotashi's playing both characters, right? He's playing Bridget in the matchups where he wants to over Nago, like better matchups.
Such high blood. Hotashi has so little blood to work with here. Using those specials to get out of the corner is such a risk.
So, you know.
Stealthy just taking incredible advantage of the
tried to 6P.
That
mix-up's usually not that scary, but it just gives Axel a nice little jump H jump D. What an air to air.
Zone Hotashi out.
Again, Stealthy, like you were saying, just so confident. So many reasons it's working out here against some of the best talent that the world has to offer.
Yeah, no, I mean, that is going to be such a big damage
coming
out from Hotashi, and that
wants to get, but, you know,
he doesn't have any guts, man. That's pretty brutal. That's the thing about this matchup, is that obviously, like high blood Nago, you know, he's got nothing to do against this character in neutral. He's just stuck. He's just sitting there getting cooked. But in general, right? Don't tell me he's gonna burst. Okay. Generally, high blood Nago, you know, that kind of stuff sucks. But he also just explodes his character when he hits him.
from Hotashi.
It's really bad for Axel.
Yeah, it's like this position is so scary for
Oh,
Axel.
he got him.
The reversal super. There's nothing that Hotashi can do. And he's gonna go
I think
down.
Hotashi probably could have extended the combo a bit more, like close slash 5K, 6H. There's probably a way to wall break there, even without blood maybe, right? And it could have maybe killed.
Very fast from Hotashi.
But Stealthy had burst, so committing to something big there is always putting yourself at risk. Oh, no close slash. I think if Hotashi got close slash there, he probably wins, right? And then he gets reset. Didn't even combo.
I mean, I could say that for the least part, and then Stealthy is going to take
He is scrapping, man. He is hitting every attack button. Back to Bridget. He's definitely playing like he's vibing on stream.
The one thing you can never do is ever count on Bridget.
Yeah, I mean, that
All right.
is so important. And the gold burst coming out immediately.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I think probably smart of Stealthy not to burst there.
And throw. Let's see the setup here.
It's also funny. Okay, I was gonna say he's just gonna hold the burst, but I guess not. It's also funny because Hotashi's Bridget is unlike any other Bridget you've played, probably, if you've never played him. He has like a very unusual playstyle.
We're having fun.
He doesn't do the same normal set play or setups. He does this shit all the time.
Should take it, and it does with an extremely crispy pickup there with the 2K.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
He's like very
Nagoriyuki's
weird
been relieved. He's not
to
nervous.
play against. So if you're not used to it, it's definitely very... that was a missed Axel bomber. Oh! It's definitely very strange to play against. You have to be used to the
Oh my
playstyle.
god, that was just an incredible pickup to clip the 5.
The one thing that's important is it feels like because of how Hotashi plays, he doesn't value set play as much. Oh man, he command grabs so many times. So you actually, it feels like you die in less hits than most of the Bridgets, but the playstyle is like definitely more volatile to deal with because you're just like, what's happening? Oh, I like that air throw idea,
Can't
but
quite get me with that scooter like you get everyone else. See, this is a different ball game up here on top of it.
Yeah,
the problem though obviously is if you slug with Bridget and you're wrong, you die so fast. Like look at her health. Feels like she really has not gotten hit and now she's dead. Oh, 2H? Oh, command grab.
It does.
The OTG command grab.
Yup, the new coming out or what's gonna take it.
Oh man.
Again, it's like
So many drops. Amogus. Stealthy is just a massive troll, if you guys don't know. Alright, thanks for all the ads that make Slashback happen. Okay, here we go. Dende versus Apologyman.
who are fighting for their right to stay in this.
I think he did shake his hand. It's just when I skipped like 20 seconds there, and he was still talking on stage. Matchup's not so good for Faust, huh? You know, he can duck a lot of things. Can't duck a gun. I don't know. Who'd have seen it coming?
Here comes those guns. I don't necessarily.
This is what I mean about Faust. Generally, right? Generally, his defense is good if he can duck the stuff you want to do, and he can play the game normally because of it. But his defense, not so good in matchups like this, where his hurtbox and lack of ability to duck important tools end up being more of a problem to him than they are a reward, you know. And there's a lot of matchups where those things are really valuable to him, but this is not one of them.
Positional advantage here for Dende, but Apologyman's gonna fight out of the corner with that afro. I mean,
He can't take cover. I know, right? Oh, that's cheap. I like that setup. Wait into mix off the 6P. Put some airborne so he doesn't have to worry about the weight. Yeah, he's kind of cooking right now. All his pressure is looking perfect though. He's just chilling. Air throw was fantastic, knowing the empty jump was coming.
But it's gonna matter.
GG's. Rough round. He did not get to do much.
Coming out
When you just pick every neutral option, right? Like he won every neutral interaction, right? Like I mean, it was not close. Like he just kept winning every situation.
However, that curse coming out from Happy Chaos, enough though.
He's got the throw. Yeah. Oh, that roll was gangster. That was sick.
Most insane reads in this matchup that I have ever seen.
That was so tight. I didn't even know you could do that.
And now he's from the corner. What do you do against the bomb? This is
Oh,
not gonna quite be
burst?
here.
Question mark?
A slight.
I think that was supposed to be item toss earlier from Apologyman and missed
He
it.
has to fight his way out of the corner. I mean, yeah, the chaos not gonna be too difficult unless.
Never. I'm not trying to hear you guys complain about 6P, bro.
3 rounds straight.
It has its weaknesses, but it also has its strength. It's a good move. You know, Faust has some problems, but I'm not here to let anybody complain about his anti-air. If you don't want your 6P, I'll take it.
Yeah, if that mini Faust did hit, that would have been so bad for Dende.
It's got problems, but it's also very good. IMO. I think in general his anti-airs are One of his strongest suits.
Yeah, no, I mean, Dende does have.
That's gonna get hit. Yeah.
The counter hit because he did end up hitting the
I feel like there was a way to make that combo kill him though.
That damage, and again, what can Faust do against this?
Well, that'll do it
The
anyway.
answer is nothing. Then they said, hey, you know, I'm not out of this just yet. You gotta count me in.
Yeah, no, it looks like Dende finally.
Which character would benefit the most if they had Faust 6B? Probably someone who currently does not have a good one. Giovanna. Imagine Giovanna doing dash Faust 6B in a drill.
Again, we've been seeing here Dende just using up a good majority of his resources.
You see that? The bomb? He used the bomb.
Nice little dash to get that combo there. Trumpet. Ooh, that was a great jumpy reaction.
He's on a different
You always know that Faust is going to jump and look for something there, right? So it is valuable for you to, what's it called, have an air-to-air ready. Guard crush goes low. Good block from Dende.
Apologyman out of the corner. This is such a dominant performance from Beneath. Not opting to go for the command grab, instead just going for the mix-up.
Axel, yeah, Axel having Faust 6B would be cursed as fuck.
I mean, I'm just seeing so much good stuff here. I mean, especially how he has the Dende clone.
I like that. Dende made a good choice there to just throw the curse. Because, like, if Apologyman's holding space with Far Slash, then getting the curse and then, like, immediately just going for a shot and with punish like that is way better than just running into the normals over and over and dying. Right, this kills.
Oh my god, what a combo! I love that conversion.
Look at
so
that.
much.
I mean, that loop was so clean. You know, you saw it looked so cool as well. However, that clone in front of
Dude, he is dodging the bullets.
So much work in keeping Beneath
The reticle without, oh, very rare mistake to make. Oh, and the burst block with the cancel.
By Dende, and it's gonna be a wall break.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be a super wall break as well. This is so bad. You never want
Run and shoot, man.
a receiving end of a super
True.
wall break from Happy Chaos.
Yeah, Deus Ex Machina is gonna net.
Yeah, generally, if someone's trying to whip punish or play preemptive with pokes, using a projectile against them is very good. Dude, that shit is so fast. Oh, missed the combo. Yeah, what are you going to do there? It was going to be pull up, shoot the gun, 50-50, etc. There's only one bullet left. It was backdash BRC
You
overhead.
have that life lead, you have that resource, you have everything. However, Beneath coming back this round, making sure he gets his own way. You know, gets Dende back in the corner, knows this is my win condition. This is how I.
Nice. IB 5K challenge. Happy Chaos 5K is so good.
A bit of backfiring here. Good backdash to get out of that. Shit.
6B fast RC cancel. Saves you a little bit of meter there, which is really nice.
And the punish with the super PRC.
That is Dende.
That's it again. So the way this works is that Happy Chaos and other characters can do this too. You backdash and then drift forward and hit a button. So backdash puts you airborne. You drift forward during the startup of your backdash so that you're back right on top of the character and you're airborne, and then you can do a jump attack. So for that to happen, your backdash has to put you airborne, and you need a jump attack that hits before you'd hit the ground there to make it work. This is, yeah, dead.
Yeah, no, that Deus Ex Machina.
Wow, that's so cool. Is it good with Sin?
Dende looks like he's more
I
confident.
got bad. Yeah, the characters that can do it, I think of like Axel, Sin, Gold Lewis. Who else?
Maybe getting that first game on the board in the
Zato.
giving Dende just that bit of confidence he needs to give himself the edge over Apology.
Zato can do
It
it.
does look like Apologyman is going to be able to get the Afro
Anji?
The Afro
No, Kai can
arm
do
for
it.
Guard break is not going to be doing a lot though.
Stare down. We are seeing some tension here in Loser's Corner.
Anji can do it. I believe he can do it. He can probably do a jump P, right?
Chaos, that is going to be 1 meter, which
Gold Lewis cannot. Yeah.
I mean, not gonna quite finish it out.
Yeah, Kai can do it.
Coming out is gonna prod.
I love that you guys just say your character can't do it without knowing. You're just like, my character can't do it. Why? Because they're not good. Like, you just,
What he can do with it.
you would just like say it.
See, what's the mix? Not gonna get any mix here.
Yeah, just hard committed to up back. That was a reset, by the way. That did not combo.
He's gonna do another. See, can he block? And he
And
just
that'll
cannot.
kill without needing to spend the
Deus Ex
super, which is
Machina
nice
just gonna take
also.
it with the clean hit gunshot.
Yeah.
Nice to prevent it.
Set point here for Dende.
Yeah, no,
You don't want
Dende's
Apologyman to build all that
dominant
free
as well.
burst.
He's just been so dominant as soon as he
Can't
gets
beat Bringer,
into
it's
these
true.
matches. That is another meteor coming out from the loop though, allowing him to go for the command grab. This is such a bad position to be in. The corner with the with the Afro being exploded.
Great
the
backdash. Man, Dende was ready.
However, Dende does able to...
Did you guys see that? That was... This right here, this is so good. Throws the weight. The jump in gets backdashed, and the weight gets backdashed, and then gets the punish. I don't actually know if it was a punish on the landing frames or Apologyman just not ready. I think it was not a punish.
2K is just going to push him back just as much as he needs.
But yeah, it's not that many characters that can't do it, actually. Wow, clone fast RC concentration.
Clone deletion. There you go.
It's cool.
Neutral. Apologyman going to keep himself alive. Has to deal with the trumpet.
Yeah, having to respect that's unfortunate. That's a punish. Ooh, try to bait the burst there. Oh, you're just gonna get shot to death. Oh man. Oh, that sucks.
That's definitely gonna take it.
Yeah.
And
Despite the matchup not being good, Dende was also ready for a lot of that. Being really prepared, particularly for a matchup that's not good for you like that, or that is good for you like that, is really tough to beat.
Let's see if this is a button check or not, though.
Oh wow, Aaron went Leo. That's right, I forgot about this. Yeah, went Leo instead of Happy Chaos.
5K into the grab.
I think a good choice.
Oh, another grab, gonna put him back in back turn.
Happy Chaos, he doesn't actually get the zone Axel in the normal way. He kind of has to play that matchup a little weird. In that he doesn't get to be like the one shooting from full screen. Like he kind of has to just deal with, you know, what you're doing. It's not like it's bad for him, but he has to think about it a bit differently.
Allow him to get in, you do not want to allow him to get close, because as soon as he does, you know, he gets to do stuff like this.
Do you think Kai's 5'8" should be buffed? It already got buffed.
Again, and that red RC is going to just confirm the round.
Yeah, and Aaron's putting on a masterclass of why.
It's very good. I don't know if you tried it in this version. It got buffed. I think it's much better.
When Leo gets going,
damn, close slash berserker.
Exactly. No defensive tools and just
I can't say I'd be ready for a close slash berserker.
Gonna put Leo in your face immediately, and then what are you gonna do when he's back?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, the thing about Leo's dash is I think it makes it very, like, you know, dashes like his and Geo, as you mentioned, pretty tough to stop dash blocking with as Axel, right? Because like what these characters do is they just dash block at you, and they have these short little dashes that they can do over and over and over, and they just like approach, and hitting them out of that. Oh, hitting them out of that is really hard, right? Like.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they have these short little dashes that they cancel fast and then they block out of, and like they just cover a lot of distance by just doing dash block, dash block, dash block. And they have normals they can do out of the dash block too. Did you see that whiff punish? Let's 2K happen. Skibbity whoop. Damn. You're whiff punishing 2K?
Follow up here on the Renson. Renson being used not as sparingly as you would see in other matchups.
Oh, that is a bad spot to burst.
As I say there
probably just did it because like, oh shit, I got hit, it's time. 2D cancel. I love the flash kick. There's not a lot of other good stuff to do to beat 2H there, right? I don't know if you would have had time to jump or anything. Oh, that recovered in time, by the way. Yeah, people are missing the joke from Aiden, for sure.
Good with that back turn. As soon as I say that, though, I feel like every time I say something, I just end up, you know, cursing
I think
the other
through the
player.
wall break, this kills.
Aaron
yeah.
with that super though is gonna be able to finish out that life.
Yeah, no, I mean, Aaron just has smelled
yes. If you don't own a character, you can play against them in this game, no problem. It just doesn't allow you to play as the character. That's how like all the fighting game DLC is really. Wall slump. No, it chooses to just take the break.
Yeah, no, not quite.
Not quite. I mean, hey. Gonna be one more guess.
You get positive bonus here anyway, which means you're gonna have Fireball RC or Flash Kick RC very soon. Yeah. Doesn't quite kill, but like, oh, this is also fine. I think you just eat this probably, and then you're like, all right, and then you just need to hit Axel one more time here. This is a losable round though. Axel has bar. Oh, that was a good bomber. That was really good. Oh my god, you died.
Oh my god. Is he gonna take
Holy
it?
shit, look at him go.
What a comeback here from Stealthy.
Stealthy just clawing his way back, just step by step. That 60% combo doing so much to help him in, and that positive bonus. However, you know, Aarondamac not a
nice call out.
Aaron, just
that's a lot of people do that, right? They like FD and then fuzzy jump or delayed backdash against Leo. So calling out backdash like that is very good.
With the far slash,
both bursts out. This is such a close position. That grab from the Axel is going to be so much.
Safe jump? Yeah, it goes low. That's a rough spot because you can drift and go low, or you can RC and go overhead. Depending on which option you pick, right? Oh, it stays in the front. That comboed, by the way. Back turn kick counter hit, comboed after back turn kick, dash through kick. Did you see that? This into this? Oh no, it didn't combo. Okay. I thought it did it the first time I saw it. I was like, word?
Those 2K or those 5Ks, and that will be the round end of.
Not quite. It's 2-0 though to Aaron. Don't give them ideas. I thought it did. I was like, does that work? Jesus.
That just shows how much respect these two have for each other.
No, I think it shows the respect Stealthy also has for Aaron's Leo. Aaron's Leo is such a scary force. Even though Stealthy is managing to keep Aaron's Leo out, you know, it can't happen forever.
Lots of head shakes this top aim.
Again with the throw.
It does
Stealthy
happen.
has just been getting grabbed on grabbed on grabbed.
Back turn P? No.
Wrestling match out here on the side of Aaron.
I thought it would win clean. RC is really good. One thing that's like, a lot of top players do this all the time, and it's really underrated, is when they get random hits that are normally burstable, they immediately RC or RC up so that the opponent like flies up to make the combo harder to burst later on and stuff. And those kinds of situations are extremely valuable because generally, with how RC scaling is now, you still get like pretty reasonable damage off of doing that. And you make every hit that's normally burstable unburstable, right? And it really makes like so many situations so much better for you as what's it called, as the offensive player. You just take the hit, RC up, do your combo up high, like don't give them burst. It's really good. And until you play, like a lot of people will do it on their 2K 2Ds, right? Like a lot of times you can burst 2K 2D. People will do like 2K 2D RC up and stuff, so that they get not only get a combo off of it, but they also prevent a burst.
If I get in, then guess what happens? Look here, it's gonna
Very common. Yeah, Stealthy just could not get anything going though. Look at Aaron, the head shake on the win. So this is our top four now. Nubenheimer, Tempest, Dende, Aaron. Classic. This is a classic. We see this matchup a lot. Two really strong players. Two very strong characters. Good in tournament. Both of them very good results. Obviously, two people qualified for the Arc World Tour Finals. We'll go talk.
Good afternoon, Sajam.
I'll try to whip punish. Couldn't find it. Commits to the 2D. Nice. I like the air route too. Wall break. Tons of damage. Nago really gets fucked up when he is low on, or when he's high on blood now, because his life is so much worse. Oh, probably missed RC there, right? Or missed OS rather. Nice. That's the kill. You get that extra bit of damage and meter build from positive bonus, it goes a long way.
Nubenheimer does get up 2 blood on his Nago. He's taking as much damage as some of the more squishy characters.
Yeah, Nubenheimer from Socal. So, you know, everybody in the building who is cheering for Team NorCal during the exhibition is like, let's go California.
That DP, though, from Tempest, knowing exactly when to do it. Was that a 5K I saw coming out?
Yeah, he didn't recover.
Yeah, the back super.
This is nice. You get a lot of blood back from this hitting, by the way. So.
We're going to see what he can do with the help.
Pretty beneficial for Nubenheimer. That blood's going to go down quite a bit. Although he spent Beyblade and Fukyo, so it kind of re-stabilized. Alright, chance for Tempest. That's a lot of how this matchup works for Leo, is he generally gets one big chance per round against Nago. Maybe on a whiff, maybe on a flash kick or something. He usually gets an opportunity. Ooh, that was a scary 50-50. He usually gets an opportunity once or twice around where he can just go. And that's what he needs against this character. It's usually once Nago has spent some blood, and he either like lands a flash kick or he has a chance to like whip punish or something. Like, you know, now it's like go time, right? Like he gets this. These are the moments where he has to win the round from this, because otherwise the neutral is, you know, pretty rough for him to approach. He doesn't have the best options to do. Yeah, this range is not great for him. What a cancel. 6H. Not quite the kill, but all the blood's gonna come back. Yeah, good of Nubenheimer not to take the bait there, by the way. He didn't flinch, he didn't do anything weird.
You know, if he flies just too defensive or just too offensive, you know, that's where he'll get caught. As we see right here as well. Another blood. This is not where you want to be.
Oh, here it comes. Nubenheimer with, you know, an incredible amount of blood.
Damn, really?
Oh my god, the confidence from Tempest.
Tempest just dashed up and
The
did that.
grab.
He was like, fuck it. Looks good on my end.
Back turn.
The defense.
Okay.
Man, Nubenheimer not flinching. Oh, far slash was a little far. Could not quite reach.
They're just in each other's heads. The 6P coming out. Look at the red RC to get the extension and go back into that back turn.
Yeah, looking for the reset here. Not quite going to be able to get it because of that YRC. Both sides just playing so...
Now if you're Nubenheimer, you basically just walk and don't whiff 5H. Yeah, if you whiff 5H, Leo gets a chance to play the game. We all know you don't want that. So you just try and like walk him down, block if he does like 2DRC, yeah. And then you just chill otherwise, right?
Hold me. What's going
Still have
on?
one chance here. Okay.
Oh, I got the gold burst.
Yep. And you wouldn't be able to burst there anyway. Tempest holding the burst is good. Might as well just save it.
We gotta go through so many more games of this. I love Guilty Gear.
I just need.
You know what this match reminds me of? This is what you say on chat. This reminds me of Galileo versus Dogra.
What is going to be a combo from Tempest?
Here we go.
Oh my god, you did raw 2H right there?
You know, want to see scary?
What the
I got you here.
fuck?
So scary that Tempest does have to
Oh
spend his
no.
burst.
Oh, I wonder what button Nubenheimer tried.
This is going to be such a high damage.
Because like the right answer was probably 6P. Oh, trying to throw and got 2D there.
The reset and the back throw. Not gonna quite take it.
Yeah, maybe he tried 5K. I could go look, but
This is too exciting.
What
I
is
don't,
going
he might have
on
just
here?
had to hold it if he
Just
didn't
so
have
much
bar to
confidence from
super.
both sides. You can just feel the auras of both players.
Oh
So strong.
my, the
DP
delay.
coming out. Here we go. It's not gonna do any sort of back turn mix, but it's gonna get the meat.
Nice confirm.
With the
Look at the
fireball.
blood for Nubenheimer too.
Burst from the Nago here. Nubenheimer
Yeah.
does
Oh,
have it.
the hardest
Does he
burst
have it?
bait.
Oh my god.
No
one
kill,
more
though.
What's gonna take it? But again, the YRC is gonna give Nubenheimer just another.
You still
chance
just
at
don't
life.
have.
Does
Yeah, that's the
have
problem. The blood is so high that
Tempest
Nubenheimer can't even like
is gonna
Fukio to
take it,
reposition.
beginning of
Like
the
he's
set.
just.
Wow.
He's kind of just stuck, and Tempest like takes full advantage, right? He's just like, yeah, I'm good.
Scary.
I feel like I can feel the energy from both these players from up here. It's just incredible stuff.
If you know the blood is that high, and he's kind of like a sitting target, right? He doesn't have a lot of options to do that. Oh, what a 6P. And also great block from Nubenheimer.
Exactly. Oh my god, the PRC. He said, listen, you want to go for something to take me out? All right, here we go.
The DP and this
I
is
think
the mix. This is
of
not
all the
where you wanna be.
Nagos, Nubenheimer is the best at doing that far slash slash slash.
You look at these two characters.
Late PRC, command grab, or mix up scenario. He makes that shit feel so cheap. Because it is, it's very good.
Even amount of patience here from both sides.
Look at Nago's blood. He's almost full on blood. No special from him at all.
Counter hit.
Impressive of Nubenheimer not to burst on that first counter hit, by the way. I would have been pissed. Oh, he tried. Almost made it. If he counter hit Leo, Leo died there, by the way.
Oh, and
That was a command grab for sure, right?
out. The
Definitely a
back
command grab
saying
attempt from
Faust
Nubenheimer,
all
'cause the
out
bar
with
just
that
got
command
built.
grab. Here comes Tempest on a bit of a tear here.
This is so exciting. I mean, Tempest with these mixes as well as Nubenheimer.
I mentioned it earlier though, but a lot of people are like that, right? Where they get these big hits and then they RC right away to be burst, because normally those hits, you know,
Corner.
they're a good spot to burst, right?
The bite, but that's the anti-air coming out. Look, Leo has a burst.
Oh man, that's all the blood bag.
Burst faded.
You get so much
Faded.
blood from
We might
that.
see it again here. I'm so excited. What are we gonna see here?
Look at Nago's blood gauge. Oh hell,
Oh my god, you cannot double cross me off
the
again.
challenge and the kill.
It does the red.
You don't have to do anything fancy there. Tempest's not gonna burst.
Keep himself in this one.
It's too big of a deficit. And having the last round burst here is a big advantage.
I can just chill here.
Because Nago, obviously, like, his big thing is he spends all his blood, and then if you're wrong, right, and you try to challenge on something where he has blood, and then you need the burst, like, it's really valuable to have in the last round, whereas Nubenheimer still doesn't have burst. He's going to build it, though, because, yeah, I mean, Nago's pretty
That is the
tanky.
burst being used for
Even
Nubenheimer.
still.
That will most likely be his last burst for this game.
Has the confidence to
Ooh,
take
that
it, and the
sucks.
confidence paying
That
off
is a
so
lot of
far.
blood back.
Oh my
And you
God.
can't...
This
Oh,
is
man.
gonna be. Oh wait, is it cinematic hit?
You can't really burst there either, because like if you burst on counter hit close slash here, or on regular close slash here, you can just walk back and bait it. And then 5K, it's kind of hard to burst here too, because you can just Fukio back or whatever. And then this just wall splat. So you're like, well.
God, this
That-
is
that-
gonna be.
So Tempest tried to be safe, not burst, you know, like, oh, I don't want to burst on a close slash because then you can just block. I don't want to burst on 5K because, like, you know, 5K into like 5K could be burst safe, or like you might be out of range, or far slash 2H might be safe. Like, you're trying to be careful, and then your opponent just does the combo and kills you.
Here, we're seeing
You're like,
some
well.
progression from both sides. It's just looking like some incredible guilty here. And the DP on the clone, incredibly confident in the clone Fukyo.
Wow.
but
What a confirmed hard call out the burst there with the jump
Nuben
cancel.
confident in a burst, not gonna come out.
I mean, yeah, we see everybody getting more confident as this match continues. The DP's coming up from one side, the jumps out.
Oh my god.
Who jumps out?
Oh my god.
Command grabs in a row.
Tempest lives. Man, if you lose this round after those defensive like choices of surviving like that, that would feel so bad. Pop, right? Oh my god.
299. He is just so close, but is able to fight his way back out. Get himself just a bit more to work
Dude.
with.
Another jump out of the command grab. What is going on?
Yeah, Tempest knew that he just wanted, and
He
that's
cannot be
not
command grab. He actually just cannot be.
He knew that Nubenheimer had only a few things that he was allowed to go with in order to keep himself in that one, and now it's gonna be, you know, he's gonna try and keep himself back in here. Is Tempest?
I mean, I'm having so much fun up here watching this match. As you can see, Tempest going straight out of the gates, getting that back turn already, but putting himself back in the corner.
Oh man. Maybe try to throw a tech or something there.
Out of whatever move he was trying to get out there.
Yeah, it's gotta be a burst. Although that is a really good jump back and a reset.
You're gonna kill game 5 to this incredible.
Yeah, every character has a 5-frame button at the very least. If your defense is good against Leo, they get to take advantage of that by doing some wild shit, you know what I mean? Ooh, that's bad. Burst whiffing like that is so brutal.
Oh my god, here comes Nubenheimer.
Oh, that shit's cheap too.
Yet another one. Are we gonna see another command grab? The RC's gonna keep him
Oh,
out.
it's unfortunate trade.
Trying his best to keep out Nubenheimer, however,
No
not really doing the optimal job of doing it. This stagger pressure, what is
Dead.
going on?
Oh, and this is really bad for Tempest. Like, even if Tempest wins this round, he might not build burst. Ooh, that's a bad start.
Let's see.
Getting counter hit out of your fireball like that, and Nago getting all that blood back. Oh, it didn't reach.
Covering his options to go with the PRC.
That was excellent awareness, though, from both of them, by the way. Like, this 5K, 6H whiffing. Tempest tried to take advantage, and then the immediate fast PRC 2S to cover from Nubenheimer was very good.
Tempest gonna learn his lesson.
Is this it?
That was so
Gonna
good.
kill.
That was just super aware. Like, really, really ready for that. That fast RC was excellent. It was really close.
But the thing is, guess who else can get in that happy chaos? Over here from Dende.
Dude.
And he just plays it right in front of our very eyes.
Also, not surprised that Aaron went Leo.
As, you know, Aaron jumps into the
Leo's
corner
usually a
and he's gonna
pretty
get
good pick here.
Dende, with that plus
First of all, you probably don't want to play the mirror.
not where you want to be, as well as the curse.
He has the curse on him. I mean, we're going to see how Dende works with his lack of resources. He seems to a damn fine job.
Yeah, I mean, this not quite gonna kill. You know, Leo does have those guts. Leo does have that health, but it's gonna be very close. You know, I think with the resources out here, you know, then they can just kind of shoot his gun.
On launch, not every character had a 5-frame.
It'll eventually, you know, eventually.
It's like, hey, you play very
This round is pretty,
Yes, I
yeah,
did.
it's pretty much over.
All right, and then Dende is going to be taking.
You're not doing much there. You're kind of dead.
Again, not too much on the side of Aaron in terms of offense. We'll see what is going to change.
I mean, we have both. I mean,
Not every character had a 5. Wow, with punish. Shoot. Not every character had a 5-frame on launch, but they adjusted it so that they have at least a 5-frame. They could have a faster move.
not quite doing enough. Dende gonna be
And the reason is that if you don't have a 5-frame in this game, you'd be unable to mash out on strike throw. So what would happen is someone could be plus enough to run up and throw you, and if you mash your button at the fastest timing, you would still get thrown. You had to like backdash or jump,
What do you even do here on the side of Aaron?
which led to strike throw being extremely overwhelming.
That is gonna be
Right?
burst out from Aaron. This is the first game
Wow,
where he's gonna be the
I
hero.
cannot believe the
Second round in a
defense
row. Both of them
from
have
Dende actually.
Here we go, tap dust.
Oh, had no bullets there for that roll mix up, dude.
No burst.
The recovery, the fast RC there on PRC, man, Dende is
Oh my, is this essentially going to come back to bite him?
actually unhittable right now.
Oh
Wait,
my
wait,
god,
wait, wait,
what
wait.
a bait.
Wait,
on
wait,
the
wait, wait.
throw
Oh.
tech, and he's going to throw it regardless.
No way you IB the overhead and just throw a berserker there.
so confident. As we
Check
see,
him PC,
so
bro.
confident in using them.
Incredible sight to see. Dende, again, out here. His
Yeah,
first
so far
offline
slash on
veteran,
launch,
he already has Aaron
when
back.
you FD'd it and it
Really
became
seasoned offline veteran.
+4 on block and you didn't have a 5-frame button,
His own offense.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron is going to be getting the mix out here. The combo is going to do a lot
Pretty-
of damage.
pretty
as well
bad.
as the mix.
Oh.
However, that is the counter hit, putting him on
I
the
wonder
ground.
if he could have just supered or something. I don't know. Maybe he could have comboed off
Aaron
that.
has to use the RC to actually get the follow-up. I completely
I don't know.
respect
I have literally
Yeah, that
no
is the
clue.
concentration meter coming back up, but that isn't gonna be
Is the
enough.
seating even out for EVA
Aaron
Japan?
just
I don't think so, right?
Barely with that kick is going to be able to grab Dende.
Yeah, I mean, just barely clips him, and it's going to be more than enough. Aaron putting up the
Unless
first
I'm wrong.
round.
Is it out?
Let's see.
Yeah, Japan not they're probably not gonna seed the bracket. And if it is seeded, it's like very slight. It's very typical that that's not the case.
I mean, we've said this all of tonight.
It's like I wouldn't be like people who expect super tight seeding in a Japanese tournament. You gotta be new in town. I don't know. Like if round 1 is Leffen versus Umisho, I'm gonna be like, yeah, sounds right. I'm telling you, round 1 Leffen versus Umisho, round 2 winner versus Tempest. Like people are gonna be pissed, and I'm gonna be like, yep, looks good.
When he does end up getting it, but Happy Chaos just has those things to
He didn't have enough bullets to do anything there, by the way. I should have won the round. But like in this position on this hit, just not having any bullets, you get super, I guess, but
just has those things to not let him get quite there. The back throw incident.
Oh yeah, he's got.
I saw Leffen tweet, so same as
hold
normal.
one more there. You know, wasn't able to guess correctly, and Aaron is gonna tie
Don't
up the set 1-1.
don't worry.
I mean,
It's gonna be worse than you think. And you know what'll happen? Everyone will survive. And everybody will be like, that was silly. They should change that, and then it won't change.
And it is not stopping here with Dende versus Aaron.
I mean, yeah.
Double IB. Oh, no punish.
Wow. Dende going for his defense in Dragon Ball. You know, trying to translate that over here to this guild.
I don't know why they don't see it like that, but it's just not a thing they do. And like, if you're going to a tournament in Japan, that's the way it goes. Nice whiff punish.
Dende, however, managing to maintain his composure with all that pressure on him.
You know, this is Dende's first offline tournament, right? I think you're going to be saying that a lot in the upcoming years with, like, even more than we've had in the past for games like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, like all the new games that are coming out. It doesn't matter what it is, right? It's going to be so common that you're like, oh yeah, this is the first time this person came offline. And you already know they're good because their results online are legitimate, you know?
Again, you're going to get the super wall break, you have positive bonus. Outside of Aaron, block the first tap dust, and
Not the second one.
RC into the second tap dust. Is going to take it here for Dende.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean,
what Obama said is absolutely correct. They just,
Second stage drifts have worn off.
maybe they even think like, oh yeah, maybe that's important to people, but then they're just not gonna, you know, they haven't changed their ways, so I wouldn't expect that. If you're going to compete in an event in Japan, you should probably know that there's gonna be some things like that. And like, is it silly? Yeah, but like, I don't think it's gonna change. Even if you're getting
Aaron
real
is just doing
pissed.
such a good job now. He's slowly bringing it back, slowly realizing, all right, this is where Dende's weak.
Man, he was standing up that whole time. He wasn't even thinking about crouching.
And getting the shimmy. Oh my god.
That's a nasty hit to get hit by. Built the burst on the stomp, and it was about to be a wall break anyway.
Too much on the top dust. And Aaron has been able to take advantage of it. And now look at him. He's in this
Oh my god. That backdash got turned into weird
Get the job done.
forward dash, backdash to the Leo back turn mix up. There's the punish, yeah.
Punish on the side of Dende.
I mean, yeah, no, Aaron with these mixes is doing so much. Dende's defensive options are so limited.
Fucking Leo, man.
Well, but not well enough. Managing
He's funny. The more people are good at defending this character, the more you can take advantage of them and do other stuff that's like really strong, you know? Which is like a funny thing about this character. There are characters like that
incredibly well. We might be able to see the deficit come back, or we're gonna see Aaron
where like
show that we know and love him.
The more your opponent knows how to stop the correct stuff, the more you can just do nasty stuff.
Striking back, saying, "Don't count me out of this game."
Like, speaking of striking, you have
little instant overhead action.
see here.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Oh, that should have been super. I think people think about online matches in terms of seeding, of course. Online results. It's not the primary thing for sure, but it is something that people consider. Perfect backdash. Whoa, and he dashed into the burst block.
What a sequence here from Dende.
Wow, I mean,
People don't use Leo's command grab because there's not really a reason to go for a slow command grab when he has good strike throw and overhead low. That's like harder to deal with and more consistent. Oh, try to dash through the clone or through the clone.
I don't know if you can do that or not. It doesn't quite matter. You know, Deus Ex Machina is gonna put it another super.
It doesn't. The no seeding thing's not even because of the money. It's just they just don't do it. It doesn't matter that much to them. Not something they care about that much.
Aaron is gonna get taken to game 5.
Yeah, it doesn't even have anything to do with the money. It's just like Japan just doesn't seed. Not a primary. Like, you know, if you're the best, you'll win the tournament. So kind of that one of those angles. Like
This may be...
Also, I don't know if you know anything about general Japanese stuff, but you know the lottery system, how they do stuff for things. Like, tournament's gonna happen, and it's like, okay, dude, I'm telling you, Game 5 Leo players just start dashing through you like this. Game 5 starts, and the Leo players just start doing this. They're just like, it's time, and you just fucking fold, like you just die. But like they have lottery systems for lots of stuff too, so it's like kind of in the culture that like it's sort of just random.
That's white in the corner.
It's not like,
scary. There's a counter and that's for sure gonna.
It's just they sort of do stuff like this, and like you gotta be used to it.
1 HP and a dream.
Gotta respect YRC. That was probably a YRC attempt. And there's something, but this round is pretty unwinnable for Happy Chaos, I think.
This is such a performance from Dende, bringing it back. That 2D not gonna be able to do anything, but that PRC
Can't block his
that
gun
JP is gonna do it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like an 8 low test is a lottery system.
On that 2D,
Yeah,
but is able to
lottery system is pretty normal.
Aaron is on his hair right now. Both of these players are playing at the peak of their games right now.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron just looking to get in. That DP is not going to be doing a lot because Dende is going to be blocking it.
Oh, didn't get the last shot for the wall splat. No.
Now, it's going to be a good chunk of damage.
That hurts so bad. Then they had such a good opportunity there.
This could be a guess for game situation here from...
That's
It's
brutal.
from Dende, and Dende is not gonna guess correctly.
Yeah, for seeding too, as Obama says, like before, they didn't need to. Like, if you've ever been to a Japanese local or event, the tournament is not a focus, really, right? Like, if you go to a Japanese event, the tournament's there, and like you go and play at the session, and the tournament's like, okay, single LM, random seed, go, and everybody plays as fast as they can, and like that's it. You get the tournament done, and it's like, oh, cool, we did a tournament, that was fun. But the primary reason you're at the gathering is not for that tournament. They just run a tournament for fun. You know, like the primary reason you're at the gathering is to play the video game, right? So that energy is also similar to other events where like, why would you need a seed or care? Because you just run the tournament and like whatever happens, happens. There's gonna be so many fucking flash kicks, man.
We're already seeing it here. Lots of DPs, lots of throws.
I mean, this is just what Leo's like, right? I mean, just what the character does.
Here, trying to get in each other's heads. Let's see who is the better Leo.
I mean, yeah, just keeping you guys updated. The blue Leo is going to be Aaron, and the red Leo is going to be Tempest.
But yeah, it's not that surprising. I'm telling you right now, if you expect the seeding from EVO Japan to be super sick, well,
Tempest taking out Aaron for the first round
isn't quite able to, you know, get that there. And thank you for the clarification. I can use myself.
wow, round star dust? What the hell?
What was Tempest cooking?
What are these motherfuckers up to, huh?
God, what is going on here?
I mean, I don't even know. These players are on
Yeah, I think like for a competitive experience, it doesn't matter that much, but they really hope that people who attend have a good time, right? Like, you don't need to be a competitor and player in the tournament have a good time, but if you have fun going to the event, that's what matters more. Oh my god.
Another DP, are we gonna see it again?
Oh shit.
We're gonna see a bit of hesitation here on the side of Aaron.
Don't get hit from behind. No!
Force hit on Aaron Super. Here comes Aaron on offense. What is going on? And the DP is coming out on the side of Tempest. Once again, the forward throw is gonna take it with the stand.
Yeah, it's interesting they use this is fucking weird. It's interesting because I think actually NA tournaments have started to care more about both, right? They really focus. Dude, how many back turns, flash kicks, back turn, flash kick.
Look at them
Oh, hit the backdash from back turn.
Close in the corner there. There we go.
NA tournaments have started to care more about the experience of people attending and making them more convention or fun like too. But
Are we gonna see a conversion out here from Tempest?
That is gonna be the
like casual setups at events are way more important now for NA tournaments. Dude, the whiff recovery into the throw.
So funny you're watching
2S to 2S.
from, you know, true mix to a game of 50-50 of, hey, am I gonna DP? Am I gonna throw you? You have to
2S also very important because it deals well with armor from Leo too, right? Like a lot of times he wants to do the armor. Super.
Plus 80 other elements as you have to deal with the cross-up, you have to deal with everything
You
else.
go in from pressure. I think you just take chip from fireball or something, right? That's scary. Yeah, didn't want to commit too much because there's DPRC there. Tempest build bar. Oh shit.
Just taking the initiative. Here he goes. Oh, and the tap dust getting
That was probably a YRC or
by the
something, right?
BRC.
I think got BRC on accident.
Game 1. Aaron visibly
But yeah,
disappointed.
events in the US now have lots of casuals, lots of things for you to buy or look at or art and all this stuff. Like they really try to value the experience of the average event attendee to be more like a con. Right? So that's something that they've been trying to do lately too, which is I think cool. I think it's like good because events are expensive, and if the only thing to do is to be a competitor, like that's kind of whack. No, you want there to be other stuff to look forward to and play. I think massive casuals at events is the best thing. Holy shit, man! Is the best thing that you could have for an event, because like who doesn't want to play lots of casuals? Oh man, and commits to the burst. Tempest has bar first here though, which means it beat 2D.
I feel like every time we watch, it just gets more and more aggressive.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, hey, there is a method.
It's similar. Oh, holy shit, that was far. Flash kick. Delayed flash.
Some of these situations, and it looks like just DP and DP. There's a lot of mind game going in here between our two players.
But yeah, like Japan doesn't have that many tournaments right now, but neither does the US. A lot of our big tournaments are there's like the biggest tournaments left, but a lot of our mid-sized tournaments kind of vanished too, which is why it's cool that this event existed, because all the old big tournaments in California are gone. They just haven't been around for forever, even before the pandemic. And a lot of our mid-sized tournaments from pre-pandemic are gone too, right? So it's cool that this just happened. I'm happy about it. Yeah, I know. We're watching the mid-sized. Texas Showdown. CB is a big one. Texas Showdown does still exist, yeah. But a lot of our mid-size are gone in place of. Yeah, you can't do anything there. It's GG. A lot of I'm aware it's not Obama, calm down. I'm aware. I know it's worse for you guys. I didn't say it wasn't. But my calm down. My point is that what's it called? Even here, there's a lot of events that have vanished in the middle, right? And you can feel it here. And yet we still have other tournaments. But it's good to see events like this that are replacement events for some of the bigger or mid-sized tournaments that have vanished, rather either pre or post-pandemic. Because I mean, if you recall, like the landscape of tournaments before COVID was like literally every weekend. There was so many events. Like there was just so many. And now a lot of them have kind of vanished, and now they're coming back. But I think it's hard to run. It's hard to justify running a mid-sized event in a lot of places, given the price of everything. So I'm happy that people are doing it. I think the cost per earnings metrics now are probably, it's so miserable. Not to say that it ever was fantastic, but it's got to be so bad.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron is going to be put on the ground here.
I think if you run something smaller or you run something big, like huge, you're in for an okay spot. Oh, nice. That was good to do the super, not to allow the burst. But it's pretty, the mid-sized stuff is extremely valuable. It's like really precious. So
we've seen some pretty crazy games so far, but as we've also seen, it can definitely go both ways. Yeah, Aaron electing to stay on the layout, doesn't quite have faith in the HC. Again, very understandable. That matchup being just
my god,
a bit rough on the side of HC. Oh my god, dodges the DP.
It's funny that the dash through went through right there.
Certainly, I thought he got hit.
But he is going to be getting hit by that projectile. Not quite.
Fuck this character and his stupid ass hair and his khakis. Jesus.
Oh, I'm speechless here. And the super reversal. Let's see. Aaron, what is the mix up here? Oh my, and the tap dust to catch the backdash. Oh, what is Aaron cooking?
Not the khakis. You know.
That back turn. He does a really good job.
Oh.
The throw on.
It's so funny because there's so many reversals that you think like maybe you should bait the reversal, and then you bait the reversal with a throw like that, and then he doesn't reversal, and then you know.
Going to be the round going the way of Aaron.
Aaron keeping himself alive. You know, he said, hey, if you want to roll around in the mud, I can get around in the mud with you. Aaron is going to take it here.
You're like, all right, my bad.
This is just crazy. Another DP.
I gotta say, the amount of like DPs on run through is ridiculous.
The line is cast. Let's see the bait.
Not quite
taken on the side of Tempest.
Aaron does have.
Are you talking about in Japan, Obama, or like in the US? I mean, Smash is like, I think they're about to be re-popping. I think Smash bounced back really fast.
infinite amount of plus frames to work with.
Yeah,
they've just been going.
That 2K. However, that is going to be the burst out from Tempest. This is scary.
Oh, the guard point. Let's see.
I mean, it's also like local, mid-size, big Smash events. They have so many. Like they really are just vibing. That hurts. That's a kill. Oh no!
And now Aaron may get a chance. Oh my God, this could kill.
Dude,
very diligent with
not like this. Oh, that drop is
it's going to
brutal.
game 5.
I don't get why meaningless reversal getting in win condition is a thing. Yeah, I mean, Leo flash kick to win is a classic, but my problem is more of how good his neutral is, like his mid-range buttons and his dashing 2Ks, 5Ks for his archetype. Like, if flash kick gives him his win condition, sure. But why does he also have like such good everything else? Oh, it couldn't get the punish because the air block, the extra blocks thing.
However, he's going to be getting a lot of damage, but that DP from Tempest.
Oh my God.
We're going to see another DP. We're not going to see it. Oh, the JD getting called up.
Yeah, it's fine to get air thrown there.
Tempest said, hey, I'm in your
Aaron has bar too.
A bit of meter.
Yeah.
Oh, the RC.
Going for throw is pretty good. You just throw RC, and then if you're wrong, you're still safe.
This is such a close set. I mean, this is just so, you know, Aaron finally getting confident.
Does Leo command grab be DP? I mean, it can, but it's hard to time. His command grab is slow as fuck.
Punished by the 5 piece.
They are both showing an immense amount of patience for the amount of bugs we trying right now. Here comes Tempest. You see him go for the grab into the setup, but guess what? Aaron has an answer.
Trying to respect DP there, doesn't do it. Jump out, jump D.
From Aaron, it's going to be just slightly clipped by that. And now,
What a Podius. I hope Slashback was a fun time.
where Aaron is going to get a sweep.
You were over there, right? Let's go to Obama.
I mean, Tempest does have that burst still. He is going to be opting to use the DP instead.
I don't think you burst here. You just hold it.
Opts not to use it for this round.
If Aaron
Yeah,
is gonna
last round both have
take
burst.
this game, he's going to need to keep that burst in stock.
You made it pretty
because,
far in the
again,
bracket too,
offense
right?
from both of these characters
You got like
are so
top
scary
16,
here.
like 9th or something, 13,
Oh, the
13th
fact that
maybe.
she dodged that 2S, not quite going to be enough though. Aaron does get the DP off, dodges those 2Ps.
So
Oh,
scary. And now
that could have been
he's
bigger,
gonna
but a
push the
throw is
back
not
row.
bad. Oh,
Throws the double cross, and the DP
Okay.
is baited. Let's see if
yeah,
they're
that
gonna
was gonna be
go
big. I'm
here
surprised
on
Aaron
burst.
didn't do close slash 2H RC actually to bait the.
In the venue,
Oh,
tension's rising in the booth. The stand rising. The stands are going absolutely crazy. It's gonna be
Oh, that's
one more
huge.
guess here.
Man.
Tempest. Oh my God.
and then Aaron tried to do something on Wake Up thinking
Does have
Tempest
that
is gonna
burst to fall
respect the
back
DP. I
on. However,
think.
this is going to be a lot of damage and OP for Tempest
This scenario
on
is
the round start.
scenario is so scary, but again, has
Oh
that
my,
win.
burst safe
Oh,
here
he can't
too.
get
It was hard to
baited.
burst. Oh, but the air
Perfect
dash
timing
crossed
on the
up.
burst. Oh, and he might.
No way that hit.
Is Tempest gonna? He's
Holy
gonna
shit.
quit.
Look at
Perfect
the
timing on the burst.
jump P didn't. Oh man, I'd be so sad if I was Aaron trying to jump P that and it didn't
Is
hit.
Tempest gonna? He's gonna. quit.
Jump D is really hard to interact
What
with like that though. It's a good ass move.
Oh my God, the hugs are level.
And the other
Damn.
an award ceremony.
We're back. Nubenheimer, dude.
Nubenheimer
Nubenheimer looks like he's big chilling. I swear I bought insurance from Nubenheimer before. Unironically though, I hope Arxis' next game
However,
is just Jump Force, but like they actually, it's like, you know, shonen
and we'll see
fighter
who can prevail in this battle.
Exactly. I mean, you see
or something. You know how much money they would
already
make?
getting clipped,
Good for them.
but now has that full school situation against,
Like a real
Nago
video
with,
game.
you know, not too much blood to work with.
I mean, this is a hard one to win if you're Tempest. I'm not sure what the plan of attack here. This matchup is not going to be easy.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Nubenheimer are also good at this matchup, and the matchup's hard, I think, generally, to approach it. Maybe it's a bit better in this version.
There it is,
Alright,
the
well.
reversal super. You know, pretty prompt.
Maybe it's a bit better in this version, but I'm not sure. Boruto versus Bleach.
It's gonna be a kill. It is.
Fighters.
wow, I think that was barely. I think that just killed.
That was probably one damage off. I mean, it looked so close. Now we're gonna see Nubenheimer taking
That was a good
first
whip
blood
punish.
in this grand final.
Yeah, I mean, Nubenheimer taking first blood, but Tempest not being afraid to take it back.
Yeah, here we go, Tempest. Here we go on a steamroll. He said, "Listen, I've just
Nubenheimer out of bar now. That shit is so cheap, you know
What do
that?
you have, Nagoriyuki? Show me what you got."
Leo doing flash kick into RC
One,
pressure
and a
is
few
so
others. So
nasty.
he's just got that
That
base
shit's fucked
hit,
up.
and he's going to be in the corner. However,
You forgot about Demon Slayer. We need Demon Slayer in there. Oh, empty jump command grab. Try to bait the command grab or the DP again. Close slash. Oh,
And the jumping throw is gonna get punished. Not gonna
Yeah, I don't
quite
think you
kill, so
burst.
he wants to do
I
one
think
more
you
mix,
just die.
and it's gonna be perfect. The pillar is gonna take it. Tempest
But yeah, I'm happy to see Slashback happen because
no,
events of this size happening and like coming back
One hit.
like is good. You know, we need turn what a 2K. Oh my god, and try to bait the burst. We need events of this size to still exist. Good clash cancel from both of them. Cause I think like our big events seem fine. All of them seem fine. But our mid-range events, I do worry for them because a lot of them I think had some weird have had some really weird years. Either forcing to cancel because of COVID, or their numbers not quite being what they expected. Street Fighter 6 will help all of them. I think if you run a Street Fighter 6 tournament, you probably are gonna get everybody.
Slowly tacking on those on-block normals, getting some blood back. Not only wants to get some of the blood back to use the specials, but also wants to, you know,
yeah, this event is anime focused too as well, right? Which is surprisingly very, it's, you know, oh my god, that was burst safe, I think, after the jump, or the 5K. Surprisingly, pulls in a lot of numbers these days. No, locals are still happening. The thing is, locals are still happening, it's just, it might not be the same locals. I don't know about, like for Socal, for instance, all the locals I used to know about are not happening now. But there are new locals in different or similar regions of Socal. So like all the ones I used to go to are not around anymore. Oh, he was forced to spend. He was forced off his bar there. That sucks. So it depends on where you are. Like I would look around in your area and see what it's like. Not only that, but you also have the benefit of like you can play in your local every week, and then there's also probably an online version of your local. And if there's not, there's probably an online local that you can go to instead. You can just play an online tournament instead. You know?
Not anymore though. He fights his way out with the Beyblade.
Yeah, I mean Nago just here, right here. Even though he's whiffing a lot,
they're not being streamed. Does it matter to you if your local is streamed? I think the only reason I ever cared if my local was streamed was so that I could watch my matches back later. That's probably it. But it doesn't matter otherwise. You can just go.
Can Tempest manage to keep his advantage over here?
Right. Oh,
what, no cancel?
On the side of
Nubenheimer just didn't care. I was like, you're not going to punish this.
Not gonna have any sort of
it matters for visibility and stuff, and like getting, maybe people don't know about it if it's not streamed, and you want to see your matches, and it gives people practice, and like it's all kinds of stuff, but if it's not streamed, it's also not the end of the world. It's nicer if it's streamed for sure.
I mean, but even though we say he doesn't want to play too risky, we've been seeing pretty much all of his grand finals here with Nubenheimer and 2 Blood. The back throw though is going to get him in the corner.
Yeah, the thing about this matchup is it's not really that combo. This is the most messed up combo Nago has. IMO. Counter hit 5K, comboing into 2S because it's 10 frames when he's in level 2 Blood is so
26 months is basically forever.
In high Blood, his 2S is 10 frames. It's 12, 11, 10 depending on blood level.
That's so good. This is going to be the wall break.
That's fucked up.
This is going to do so much damage. Give him Oki on the ground. And even though Nago
yeah, Tatakai Tuesdays, I'm happy that is back because I was worried that the venue wouldn't give you guys a spot or people wouldn't want to come out or like something weird would happen. Oh, just got hit beanie. First save? No, it just didn't do anything. Just try to hard call out the bears. Yeah. I mean, you're sitting there holding FD to not get chipped by Nago's normals, and then he just dash throws you, and you're like, well, Tokyo as a whole is dependent on that venue. Yeah. It's hard to find event spaces, I'm sure, in Japan, but it's hard here, so I can only imagine. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Ram pick. I know he's been playing some Ram. He's been dabbling, you know? But
I don't see a problem in him getting this one done.
You know, we'll see.
How
Would have been fun. Thanks for the kiss, though.
These long buttons from Ramlethal are going to be not
Denver area for locals. Yeah, Akihabara Arcade, I know, host events. There's another one there. I've been to that arcade.
Exactly. I mean, Tempest may be the best player that ever touched Ramlethal.
I love that. The commentator said Tempest may be the best player to ever touch Ramlethal. Ram players not even on the screen getting their ass beat. The quote retweet. Love that line. They're spitting. Ram players not even in the match and just taking bullets. Look at him go.
Wow.
Catching strays.
Tempest said, hey, guess what? He's putting up his first round on the board here. Said, hey, maybe the Ramlethal is the answer to the Nago problem.
Yeah, no, this is incredible. I mean, this is corner pressure from
Yeah,
this
that
not
route
what
is
you
so
wanna see,
good.
but also
It's
Ramlethal,
it's
you know,
burst save.
so many different
The damage is good on it
advantages.
too.
You know,
It can wall
Punish
break depending on wall
has
health.
retention
Also
advantage,
very
not
nice.
more using it for that YRC.
Great whiff punish on the 2H there on the side of Tempest and
Dara
YC.
from that far, also
You know
not that
what's
scared to
the-
get hit
what's the
by.
mix-up?
Now
Throw.
a little spooky.
Throw's gonna come out. Again,
If you get hit by
strike.
anything Ram does here, you're
A lot
dead
of
to
block coverage here
Calvados.
from
Okay,
Ram,
well.
and the incredibly juicy hit gonna go straight into the Calvados. Wow, I can go to bed knowing that this
Look at him go. Game on the board.
the first game on the board for Tempest NYC.
Wow.
100% win rate. Ram versus Nago. The
character
best
choice
player.
Already paying it off. I mean,
Yeah,
you
to
know,
be
with-
fair, Tempest's pretty
he's
good.
contemplating a couple
Pretty
characters
good,
on
so, you know.
screen, But now we know that this Ram may just be the key to victory here on Tempest's side.
I mean, the deliberation from Tempest saying, I want to go the
Best
May. Nah,
Ram
the May
in the
doesn't quite
world.
work here. I wanna
He's
go-
playing Ram
I
in
wanna go
grand
the Axe.
finals
That one may
of
have
this
been me.
tournament.
But you
That
know what?
already
I got
qualifies
the
him, right?
Ramlethal right now, paying dividends.
Yes, exactly. One of the most
IB throw, yeah.
investment accounts in the country.
You have to be pretty prepared to not get IB thrown
Pocket in
there.
the corner here against Nubenheimer. Again, a position you don't want to be in, especially Nubenheimer that's hungry. But guess what we're hungry for?
Oh,
We're
you
hungry
did it.
for that
You just
reversal super, and
committed.
we're hungry
That's
for
true
that
Guilty Gear player. You
flow
just fucking threw on wake up. You're like, whatever happens between you and Daisuke, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Wow, Tempest
Oh
is
my
cooking.
Speaking of which, again, he just has all the reads here, reading initially on
Yeah, Calvados probably had, it was like an
No, no,
NRS
look at all
level
these
amount of
throws.
frame data
Yeah,
change.
Tempest
Like when NRS is like, this move was plus 27, and now it's only plus 6 or something. You're like, bro, what? Side swap? 2H? Sword top?
Exactly. A bit too heavy to get that extension.
Only,
Age, the six.
he's not quite a real Ram player. Oh my god, he did
Incredible
that?
stagger there with the -3 Beyblade.
He's just
Oh my
won the
God, so
round
much
like that?
damage here
Ooh.
Will that be it?
Oh, that's for sure.
I would be
Look at the
so
damage out here
pissed if
from
that happened.
Super
Oh.
Nagoriyuki. It's gonna be
Yeah, NRS games have lots of
gonna be
moves that are like
tournament
plus
point
27 and they
here
get nerfed to
for
like plus
Nubenheimer
9 or
and
something.
Reese, and not quite
And you're like, does that
here
even
for
matter?
Tempest.
And
Wants to
like,
get there, though.
it matters a little.
Tempest definitely wants to get there, but this is
Yeah, I think
round.
Nubenheimer
This
won.
is where Nubenheimer wants to be. Whipping that command
that was a
grab,
really
however,
bad
that's
start.
not going to be enough.
IB, sword toss doesn't matter now because he IB'd 5H. So like, just doesn't reach.
Nubenheimer go for some pretty crazy stuff, as we say
All
there.
his blood's back. Oh, that's huge.
The gold
He didn't do anything with his bar though.
Oh my god.
Got a super or
This is so
something,
scary.
right?
Look at the stare down here. These two players are just looking at each
That's a
other.
good escape.
Malicious
No, the
hits,
sword didn't
expected all at
combo.
the same time.
Oh, you
And
lost
looks like
because of
this is
that.
gonna
Damn.
take it, and
That's going to be it.
Nubenheimer
Nubenheimer gets it.
Nubenheimer is your inaugural Slashback champion with an incredible and almost scary 3-1 victory there over Tempest NYC. Incredible performance.
I knew it.
from
As soon as
Nubenheimer.
SoCal lost the
Just
exhibition,
great
I was
seeing
like,
him
well,
on this event,
I
and
guess
great to see
Nubenheimer
him
wins the tournament.
take
If
it
SoCal won the
in such a
exhibition,
dominating fashion,
Aaron was going
not
all the way.
losing a single set.
I mean, this is one of the best.
The camera lost him.
top eights
He's
I've
2 of 8.
seen.
Look at that fanny pack, though. Hold on. Very important for tournament play, I gotta say. You never know when you need your bag to have granola bars, business cards. What if you go to the artist alley? You get some stickers, some charms. You never know. Hand sanitizer, business card. What year is it? I got handed a business card 2 weeks ago. Business cards are big in Japan. That's true. If Leffen showed up to Japan with a card that said I should be seated this number, and he scanned and handed him the business card, and they did the little exchange, I bet you his seating would be better. He's complaining on Twitter, not the right place to go. If he had a business card and went and met Mr. Evo Japan, he'd be set. Hello, Evo-san. You gotta have a bag like that for tournament play. I'm telling you, the fanny pack comes in clutch. I started bringing hand sanitizer to events at Combo Breaker. After Combo Breaker 2018 or 17, one of those years, I got mega sick. And I remember I shook one person's hand, and when I shook their hand, I remember thinking, this person just got me sick. It was like the clammiest gamer hand, and I was like, oh no. And if I had hand sanitizer, I guarantee you, I would have come out of that weekend fine. And you know what? Now you gotta store it. I have like a shoulder bag that I wear across, and I always keep hand sanitizer. You never know when you're gonna need it.